What's up, guys, and once again welcome to my channel. Today I want to teach you guys how to produce a laundry bar soap similar to that of VIVA. You know that VIVA multipurpose laundry soap, that one that has a lemon color, that lemon color VIVA multipurpose soap. So I want to teach you guys how that soap is produced. I'll be showing you a practical video today on how that soap is produced. I know a lot of soap makers out there admire VIVA laundry bar soap. They admire the perfume, they admire the color, and they admire the texture. They admire how translucent that soap looks like. Now you need to understand something about the VIVA multipurpose soap, which is that VIVA soap is not actually made with the cold process method. You can't achieve that quality using the cold process method. You can only achieve that with the hot process or the semi-hot process. In today's video, we'll be making a soap similar to VIVA multipurpose soap using the semi-hot process method. Don't forget, we are using what? The semi-hot process method to produce the VIVA, a kind of soap that looks like VIVA multipurpose laundry soap. So just watch this video and don't forget to check the description of this video. If you want to join my online class, there is a link at the description of this video where you can click on to join my online class on soap making and other skincare production. If you have issues joining me through the link, you can reach me on the number displayed here on the screen to reach me on WhatsApp so I can add you to the group on WhatsApp. There you will learn a lot of things. You learn how to produce the laundry bar soap, the body cream, the powder detergents, the liquid soap, the hair shampoo. There's a lot of things you will learn there at my online class. Then also I have ebooks available. My ebook is available just in case you need an ebook to be learning how to produce soap and other skincare formulations. You can reach me on the number displayed there on the screen to purchase the ebook from me on WhatsApp. The ebook is very, very educative and very informative. It has a lot of information in it. So when making the semi-hot process soap, you have to make sure that your caustic soda does not cool down. Your soda has to be very hot. When you mix your caustic soda with water, it usually becomes hot. Don't allow it to cool down. Pour that hot temperature or that hot solution into your oil. Then also you have to cook your oil. Make sure your oil too is hot. That is how to produce soap using the semi-hot process. Your oil has to be hot and your caustic soda solution has to be hot also. So if you want your oil to be hot, you have to cook it on fire. And also, since I'm producing something similar to the VIVA multipurpose soap, I've added a lemon color. I've added lemon color. That's water soluble. That's water based. That's water based color. I dissolve it in water first. If I poured it into my mixture, when it got to a thick trace, when it got to a thick trace, I now poured my water-based color, which I had dissolved in water first before I poured it into my soap mixture or into my soap batter. If you are using oil base, you dissolve it in oil, then you pour it into your soap at this point. When you've added this is the time you add your color. If you are making a semi-hot process and you want to add color, this is the time you should add your color, when your soap has gotten to a thick trace. And don't forget, your oil has to be hot and your caustic soda solution has to be hot also. Then I'm going to add my ethanol. That's my ethanol. You can use ethanol, you can use methanol, or you can use isopropyl alcohol. Any of the alcohols you have in your possession, you can use them in this project. It mustn't be ethanol. Any of them that is to your possession, any of them that is cheaper, you can use it. And also, this is the time you add your fragrance. If you want your soap that you are trying to produce, like the VIVA Multipurpose Soap, if you want it to have a good smell, this is the time you add your fragrance. But I won't add fragrance in my own production. But if you want to add fragrance, you can choose to add fragrance at this point. After you've added your ethanol and stir, you add your fragrance, stir it for like 1 minute before you pour it into your mold. If you don't want to produce the VIVA color kind of soap, you can add another color. It mustn't be lemon. But I just want to show you how VIVA achieved that their kind of soap. You know, VIVA soap looks translucent. It has a good texture. It looks as if it looks like a mirror. It has a good smell. So all those things, if you want to achieve it, you can't achieve it using the cold process method. You can only achieve it using the semi-hot process or the hot process. But the semi-hot process is the easiest method to achieve the VIVA kind of laundry bar soap. So if you're a soap maker out there and you've been wondering how VIVA produce their soap, this is just how they do it. They use either the hot process or the semi-hot process. They don't produce their soap with cold process method. You can't achieve that soap with the cold process method. So I will keep this in my mold for 24 hours. I'll leave this in this mold for 24 hours. After 24 hours, I will take it out of the mold and cut it into different sizes. So after 24 hours, I came back to my workshop and the soap is a bit hard. It's not very hard, but it's hard enough for me to take it out of the soap mold. If you want to achieve something that is very hard, then you can either choose to add stearic acid during your production of the soap, or you work with tallow oil. You mix tallow oil and palm kernel oil. It will produce a more harder soap because tallow oil is rich in stearic acid. So if you want your production to be very hard, it's either you add stearic acid during the production, or you work with tallow oil and palm kernel oil so that you produce something that is very hard. And this is how the soap looks like. I'm going to cut it into different sizes. When I'm done cutting it, so when you are done cutting, or when I'm done cutting this soap, the next thing you should do is you have to keep it to cure. During the curing process, the soap will become harder and it will lather more. So curing of soap makes your soap, it gives the soap time to get harder. So if you observe, this soap looks translucent. You can see it's looking shiny. And if you look at VIVA soap, it also has this shiny appearance. Then it has that VIVA lemon color. So you can see I have successfully produced a soap that is similar to that of the VIVA Multipurpose laundry soap in the market. You can see how translucent this looks like. So this is just a typical example on how to achieve soap that looks like the VIVA soap, because I know a lot of soap makers out there admire the VIVA soap, but they don't know how to go about it. But this is just a simple example or a simple practical video, just in case you have been wanting to achieve something like the VIVA Multipurpose soap. So this is just a simple example or a practical video on how to produce it. So I'm going to test this my produced soap. I'm going to see how it lathers. So let's test it and see how it lathers. Let's test our production and see if this soap will lather properly, because a good soap must lather. Every good soap must lather. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like my videos. Don't forget to share this video to those that have been wondering how to produce this type of soap that has a translucent look. So thank you for watching and see you next time on our next video. Goodbye.